Are you gonna do your thing or your...
Yeah, I can do it. You want me to do it right now?
Yeah.
Top 3.
And on that note, welcome back to podcast number 4 of the Sunny and Romeo show. Subscribe to our YouTube channel,
At Sunny and Romeo Show.
our Instagram,
At Sunny and Romeo.
and follow us on Spotify. So we're gonna start off this podcast once again. This is part 2 of our top 3. Okay, so on this episode, we're gonna start with our top 3 fun facts about ourselves. So Anya, how tall are you?
I'm 5'6". Well, that's what I like to believe. But my doctor says I'm 5'5.5". How about you, Sunny?
I'm 5'2" and 3/4, but on my driving permit it says 5'3". So
Wow.
I'm going with 5'3".
As you should.
So Anya, what's your favorite color?
Well, there's a lot of controversy over this. I've found a lot of haters in my life. Had to cut people off because I didn't agree with this. It really hurts my heart. But my favorite color is clear. Now, people are like, what? Clear's not a color. But you can see all the other colors through clear, which is why I like it. Because you get to experience everything. And it is a color because if you ask for it at the nail salon, they give it to you. They say what color. I say clear. They say, okay, clear is a color.
Okay.
It's a pretty good argument.
Yeah, you're actually right, yeah. My favorite color is probably navy blue. Because I don't want to be like those basic people where it's like blue.
Yeah.
I want to be that different person, so navy blue.
Oh, wow. That's nice.
So who's your celebrity crush?
Well, actually, some people have heard this because I say stuff all the time. But I actually have a plan. So I'll reveal my celebrity crush through my plan. Mm-hmm. So step 1 of this plan, become famous. Step 2, have a whole bunch of interviews, right? Mm-hmm. And then I need just one interview where some lady's just like, so who's your celebrity crush? And then I'm going to say like, well, it's no one specific, but Caleb McLaughlin. And then I'm going to like put my fingers up and go, if you're out there, give me a call. I'm verified on Instagram. So like that.
Yeah, that's a great plan. Actually, I have a plan of my own to get my person. I think I've mentioned him in most of our podcasts so far, Joshua Bassett. Mm-hmm. So my plan is sort of the same, is that we get famous, or I get famous, however it works. Then at our school, we have an event where we play High School Musical, the series. And then it's a surprise visit, because we're famous now. And he comes to our school. And then he sees me, and then we start to talk, and then we get each other's contact information, right? Ooh. And then we don't talk for 5 years. But then we're at some coffee shop one day. We see each other, we start talking again, and then we end up getting married.
But what if he has, like, some controversy between that time? Like, what if he, like, I don't know, kills a person or something?
Honestly, we'll see when it gets there.
Well, I have a question for you. What is one of your favorite shows that you think should be one of the top 3s for the lovely people listening?
So one of my top 3 shows so far over quarantine has been New Girl. I know it's kind of I don't know how old it is, honestly. I don't know. But it's a great show. It's funny. And I don't know, it's just a good watch because, everybody right now has been watching like Tiger King and Outer Banks and Never Have I Ever and all those sort of shows. And it's like, those are great. And there's a lot of diversity and stuff like that on Netflix right now. But New Girl is a great watch, which I recommend. How about you, Anya?
Well, there are 2 in particular that are pretty amazing. The first one, guys, if you love our show, You might. I feel like we're a little better than this show. But if you like our podcast, you're gonna love Midnight Gospel. So pretty much what Midnight Gospel is, it's it's kind of like a podcast, except it's a space cast because the dude lives in outer space, and he goes through like all these realms, and he goes to all these planets and stuff, and he does interviews with the people on the planet. And let me tell you, it's hard to focus when you're watching the show. Like, you're focusing on the screen, but you don't know what's happening. You don't know what they're saying. But it's very entertaining. And that might be the case here, even though you can't see us, but you're still just like watching your phone and being like, what are they talking about? So we appreciate you still listening, but that show is a bomb diggity.
What other show, Anya, have we come up with together?
Oh, yes. And the last show that we think you should watch is 100 HUMANS, 100 Humans. This show is so good. Don't get it mixed up with the 100, because that's totally different. There's a lot of inappropriate stuff in that show. I tried to watch it, most of my dad said, no. But 100 Humans is, it's just, I don't know, it's delectable. It's delicious. You're just gonna love watching it. It has nothing to do with cooking, but pretty much it's about 100 humans who volunteer to be lab rats for 3 scientists' experiments, and they do the craziest stuff, from seeing which gender talks some more, um, to like trying different foods and seeing if the music affects your taste buds. They do a whole bunch of crazy experiments. It's super fun to watch. We 100% recommend.
Yes, we do. Speaking of delectable, now we're going to go to our top 3 foods you should try during quarantine. First off is chia seed pudding. It sounds weird, and it kind of tastes weird, but it has a really weird, I don't know, texture, I guess.
So if it sounds weird, if it tastes weird, and has a weird texture, why would
because you can add stuff. So that's the thing about it. You can add chocolate to it, and it makes it a lot better. Or you can use different kinds of like almond milks or cashew milk. And I don't know, I like it. I like the texture personally. But it's like, so chia seeds are really small, and they when you soak them in a liquid, they gel, make like a weird gel around them. And then it makes it like a pudding. But it's really easy to make, and it's a great breakfast food. So, or dessert even. So if you're bored, look up different chia seed pudding recipes and try it out.
Oh, I like that. It's a breakfast and a dessert. That's real nice.
What's yours, Anya?
It's a pudding?
It's a pudding.
Well, mine is not a pudding. It is, okay, guys. So this might sound weird, but I like chicken gizzards. Give them a try. I might sound southern when I say that, because I feel like chicken gizzards might be a southern thing. But, you know, I live in the north. Don't know nothing about that southern life. But chicken gizzards are delicious. Delicious. So you're probably wondering, what in the world is a chicken gizzard? I'm not actually sure, but they taste good. I think they're chicken intestines, but don't listen. No, okay, how about chicken liver? That sounds better, because intestines is where. No, chicken.
Chicken livers is a whole different food, I think.
Oh, well, chicken gizzards, oh my gosh. You gotta go to a flea market, because that's where they cook it real good. Because that's the only place where I've had it. I used to go to in New Jersey, there's this place called the Columbus Flea Market. And there, oh my gosh, we would walk and walk, because that place was humongous, because people were just selling stuff. We would buy like little knickknacks here and there. I'd be like, Mom, I'm hungry. She'd be like, okay, you want to get some chicken gizzards? I'd be like, yes, sir. So we go and we stand in a long line. And then they made the best chicken and the best chicken gizzards. It's chicken gizzards. It's like savory gum. Like it's just because it's so chewy. Like it kind of hurts when you swallow it, but it tastes so. You're just like, but it's so good. Like chicken gizzards are the bomb diggity. So go ahead and get some, because just like pretend you don't know what it is, and then after you have that one bite, No, maybe after you have no, after that one bite, because I don't know, there's a little bit of sweetness in there too. After you have that one bite, you won't regret it. You won't even care about what it is.
I mean, isn't that like a hot dog or any chicken nugget or something? Like, you don't know what it is, but after one bite, you're like, well, might as well, you know?
Yeah, exactly. Sunny, you said it perfectly.
All right. Our last one that it's not really a food, I'd say, but you should try making your own homemade salad dressing, such
Yeah.
as vinaigrettes, which you just, oil and vinegar, some salt, some garlic powder, or you can make a honey mustard with some mustard and honey. Or you can there's so many recipes. Go on Pinterest, look some up, but homemade salad dressing is the best, and it's apparently pretty good for you because you're making it yourself. You don't have all that process. Well, it's honestly probably very processed because of all the stuff that you put in, but you know exactly what's going into your salad dressing.
And if you want to make some buttermilk ranch dressing, all you need to do is milk a cow. After you milk that cow, get some butter, mix all together, and there you go, buttermilk. Boom, I did it. How does dressing get thick though? That's the real question.
I I think you add mayonnaise.
Bro, my face just dropped. I didn't see that one coming.
Because that's what makes salads unhealthy for you. Like, you think that you're doing so well with all the lettuce and all the vegetables, but then once you get to the creamy salad dressings, they're not as good for you, apparently.
Yeah.
I mean, they taste good, but
One time back at school, I don't know what our dining staff was doing, but they laid out all the salads and I was excited. I was adding everything. I was like, oh, this is gonna be so good. But they didn't put any dressing out. And I was like, oh, I cannot eat a salad without dressing. So I sat down at the table all sad, and you know who helped me? Alaire. She hooked me up with some vinegar dressing or whatever. She added some stuff in it, like some vinegar and some oil, and I was like, a little too light for my taste, but it helped me eat it.
yeah. Yeah, there's always oil and vinegar is always an option, but make sure you shake it up because because if you don't shake it up, then you just have oil or you just have vinegar because science and stuff.
Okay, so next we are going to talk about our top 3 life lessons for you. So, Sunny, you can go first.
So the first one, I think, as a 16-year-old girl, you learn some new things, obviously. And one of the things that I've recently learned in the past year and a half is don't show off in front of people. It sounds like something like maybe you think you know how to do something. Maybe in the past you thought you knew how to do something and now you could do it again. But you can't. You really you really can't. So just stick with, what you know, and then, just be yourself, but also don't act like you're better than anyone else or think you're cooler than anyone else because it'll end up not being a good time. For example, one time there was this guy who I liked, and I was like, well, if you saw our last top 3 video, we talked about our gymnastics days. So on the bars, you could do this trick where you do a forward roll over the bar or something. Anya was here during this experience with me, and
it was miraculous.
I was thinking I was all cool. I was with the guy I liked, and I was like on this railing, I think, and I was like, I'm going to show off my gymnastics skills from when I was 7 years old. Remember, I was 15 at the time. That was 8 years, and gravity just took over, and I just went pop.
She thought she was gonna age like fine wine.
Yeah, I just hit my head, and it was really, really embarrassing. And then Anya will never let me live that down. She always mentions it. She sends me memes about it. But I've learned don't show off because it's not going to end up well. So just be yourself.
Yes, and speaking on that topic of as you can see in Sunny's situation, her tragic situation that was unfortunately very funny and unforgettable. There was a guy that she liked there, So speaking of guys, Well, just anyone that you like in general. Doesn't matter who they are, but always be honest with them. You know, I've tried to be honest with this guy that I liked. I don't really know how it turned out. I'm not really sure. I still love to harass him. Sometimes I think he might be afraid of me, but sometimes I'm like, oh my gosh,
Who
oh,
is
he's so
that?
cute. You know who I'm talking about. Everybody knows what I'm talking about. Girl, I wrote in his yearbook. I'm like, do you love me? All that crap. I made him hold my hand, but it was kind of consensual, I promise. I know, I swear. Like, listen, the last time we held hands was you know, that Cecil tournament before we all left for spring break.
Yeah.
We were walking back to the dorm, and then Alec was gonna go outside, and I was like, "Oh, Alec, will you walk with me?" And he's like, "Yeah, of course." And then MJ was there too. She was a witness to all of it. And she was like, "What the hell?" So then I was like, I was testing my luck, and I was like, I had like my sweatshirt over my hand. I was like, hold my hand, and he said, "Yeah, of course." And then we held hands all the way there, and then Maddie Black was like, "What?" But anyways, back on topic. Whenever you have feelings for anyone, no matter if they're just platonic, if they're feelings of maybe not hatred, you don't want to put that on somebody unless they really deserve it.
Yeah.
Like feelings of dislike, feelings of sadness, feelings of disappointment, feelings of love, or just anything, make sure you tell the person, because it's really going to affect your relationship with that person. Like the way they react to you telling them that, it can like, it can help you decide if you want them to stay in your life or if it's time for you guys to go your separate ways. And you have to understand that once you tell your truth, only good can come out of it, even though it might seem bad in the moment and you might cry or make a sad playlist and it might blow up on
On Spotify. If you know, you know.
yeah, but there's always going to be good out of telling your feelings.
Because you know that if it doesn't work out, you know that they're not worth your time, and you really see who they truly are. If you know, you know.
Yeah. My guy's a good guy. Even though he's not my guy, but like he's my guy, you know what I mean?
Yeah, well, the one guy I am like kind of obsessed with, but not really, you know. Kind of doesn't respond back to my love. Except one time I asked him, "Will you ever like me like that?" And he said, "Maybe one day." Okay. And our last life lesson that we think is sometimes no is the best yes.
Yes. And the reason why is because obviously no does not mean yes. Like if we're taking it to a consent, no does not mean yes. Don't take it like that. Don't take it like that. But when it comes to life, sometimes saying no, if you really mean it, like saying no to going out with your friends, you need to do a homework assignment, or saying no to that fifth slice of pizza when you know you have a swim meet tomorrow or something. You're gonna end up, okay, well, the pizza's still a go, but sometimes saying no will leave you saying like, yes, I'm so glad I did that, because you might be like, if you say yes and you really mean no, you're gonna regret it most
Or
of the time.
not.
Yeah, sometimes it's good,
Especially if they pay for you for lunch. Like my roommates tried to get me out of my room one day, and I really just didn't want to go because I had plans with someone else. And then they were like, "I will pay for your lunch," and I was like, "Okay." So I went with them and had a rain check on someone else. But you know,
saying yes as long as you're comfortable and you know the people and they'll pay for your food.
Yep, but no sometimes does really work. Sometimes I like saying no to people just because it's like I need my alone time. You probably need your alone time too.
Yeah.
And no is the best way to handle that. Especially when we're older, you know? And we don't have people there asking how we are and making sure we're all okay. And sometimes you have to be able to say no.
Yeah. And I feel like if we don't practice things, if we don't practice saying no now, we'll get used to saying yes, and one day it's gonna like really drain us out, you know. So
Definitely.
remember, guys, no is an option.
No is always an option. Consent way and also just in life in general.
Yeah.
Well, those are our top 3 life lessons that we have learned in our 16 years of being on this earth. So remember to subscribe to our YouTube channel, follow us on Instagram and Spotify, and remember to
tell our kids we say hi. And also give them some freaking chicken gizzards and chia pudding. Is that what it's called? Yeah, chia seed pudding.
yeah. All right.
We did that. That was good. That's
That was
juicy.
a really good one, man.
I know. We got deep too. The kids are gonna love that.
I know. I
Look
hope.
at that.
Okay, I was recording.
Yeah. Suck if you weren't.
I'm gonna
No video
stop.
this week.
So I'm gonna stop recording.